Hey guys, Kevin Hogan, author of The Psychology of Persuasion, Covert Persuasion and the Science of Influence. Looking forward to seeing you soon. Check out this new video, it's pretty good.
So you've had some bad experiences with internet marketers and at your work?
Yes, I definitely have had bad experiences with internet marketers. A lot of them, actually.
Like what kind of things? Like what do you see wrong in the marketplace?
You mean the fact that we're, as a field, there's constantly unrealistic claims being made, no matter what the field is.
Right.
You know, whether or not I can get this. I can have 17 women and earn $1 million in 2 hours this week, all at the same time. That pretty much sums it up, right?
So the money, the women, right?
Everything.
It's actually funny. We came up with this whole, it's called the Black Triad.
What?
Black Triad.
What's a Black Triad?
Alright, there's 3 groups that make up the Black Triad, okay? Up at the top, we have the marketplace-molesters, alright?
Marketplace-molesters?
Marketplace-molesters. So those are like the people who, you know, they'll either create products that are fluff or don't do anything, or, you know.
Like most of them.
Like most. They're the pop-ups, pop-overs, pop-unders, the tickle your ass while you're on their page, those type of things. Well, then they have their minions.
The minions?
Yes. Those are the list-pimps. Right? And just like a regular pimp has their hose,
yeah.
Well, the list pimp has their list subscribers. And they gather them together, right? And then they rent out their list for any product that comes along. So then...
It really bothers you.
It really does bother me. It gets me...
I can feel the emotions and all this kind of stuff coming out.
So
actually, I don't like it. It drives you crazy.
They put their hose out on the street and they rent them out.
Yeah.
And that's if you've been on a list pimp's list, right?
I am on numerous actually. People would say, "Oh, he's a nice guy." Yeah, right. So anyway, no, and they're not believable. They're not credible, and they lie most of the time.
And they push all kinds of stuff.
I don't like it.
Right. So now the final part, and this really has a lot to do with new media,
yeah.
But I guarantee you, a person will pop into your mind that you've had this happen to numerous times in person. So. The conversational sociopath.
The conversational sociopath.
Now, what do you think of when you hear that?
The person who kills you with his language and words. What's your application?
Online or offline?
Yeah.
There's conversation going on, and now in new media, there's that's what the new media is built on: conversation, it's a dialogue, right? And people are trying to connect,
which is a good thing,
right?
That's cool.
And people buy, from people they like, right?
Right.
They want to know who you are before they'll buy what you're selling, so it all makes sense.
Yep.
But coming from the Black Triad mindset, being trained by marketplace molesters, or at least influenced by them, looking at what list pimps supposedly do, where they talk about, oh, this is my house, and look at this, and you know that because you know that person, it's a rented house, or they're only in it for a week, and they're showing as if it's their house. Okay, enough said. So the conversational sociopath is influenced by those people to then sell in that style. So there'll be a conversation going on, and they'll be coming in, and I mean this happened just yesterday. I think you were just getting ready to go on, and Ben Mack, Deb, and I were sitting in a triangle. And when you want to close people out, you face each other in a triangle.
Right, sure.
It's a private conversation. Well, this guy comes in literally and is like, Ben, what do you think of this new tagline? Okay, stab the conversation. And that happens online as well. So that's.
Go one more though. Just make sure I nail it there. Is this person on Facebook? Are they on blogs? Are they?
Could be anywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's just it's something that I'm sure everybody's experienced face to face. Like if they're at a party and somebody comes in, just interrupts the conversation. But this is more offensive because it's usually there's a dialogue going on, like maybe on Twitter, or there's comments in a blog, and it's all contributing to the conversation about the topic. And then all of a sudden it's, hey, great post, and I have a product that solves this problem.
So it's just sleazy essentially.
Yeah, sleazy.
Yeah. The conversational sociopath. Right. Now I get it. Okay, so we have the Black Triad.
Right.
All right. Now, I would rather not have the Black Triad. Do we have like raid or pest control that will, do something to eliminate this?
Well, you have, instead of the molestation approach, should take a more seductive approach. And you, as
That's cool.
one of the leading persuasion experts in the world, understand the difference. I mean, pretty solid line between molester or seducer, right?
Seduction actually is a pretty cool thing. I mean, you know, a lot of people don't want to fess up that it's neat, but really, everybody wants to be seduced. Nobody wants to be the person who nobody wants to seduce.
Right.
Think about it for a second, right? It's like, you know, you're having a conversation and somebody says, I don't want to be seduced. I don't want anybody to find me seducible. And that person's sitting over there all by themselves for 11 straight days because nobody wants to talk to them.
Very good. That's a good point. Yeah.
So we all want to be seduced to some degree.
Yeah.
And I think that seduction is kind of fun. And if you don't take it to its most extreme, you know, like everything kind of good or bad, it's actually a pretty cool concept. You know, I like the idea of seduction. I think it's neat.
And to be a good seducer, don't you have to bring out like good points of yourself and build upon what your true persona is? To truly seduce, like you know, a girlfriend or a wife who you're truly interested in.
The coolest way to do stuff like that is just by taking your best pieces of you, whatever those best pieces are, like, you know, maybe it's your humor or maybe it's your personality or something that's edgy about you. Instead of covering up these, you know, things that stand out, highlight them as almost like part of a brand, like a Starbucks or a McDonald's or something like that. And then people find that interesting. It captivates them.
Draws them in.
It does. It catches the attention. You know, we're sitting here in Las Vegas where you have the seduction of money, you have the seduction of the slot machine, just the noises and the sounds, and it draws your attention. You know, and when somebody hits a jackpot, that really draws your attention. It's seductive. It draws your attention, and it challenges you. It's like, you know, do you want to look? Can you avoid looking? So the concept of seduction is really a neat way to draw attention, and it doesn't have an end. Let me just change it to marketing for a second. There's, in America, 4,000 messages plus or minus a day come into our brain, right? Did you buy 4,000 products today? No, I didn't either. And I'm hoping like hell nobody else at the office did, okay? But 4,000, just think about that, 4,000 messages, I bought maybe 4 things today.
Right.
Okay? So out of 4,000 messages, we're going to sell 4 things. So 1 in 1,000 people is going to make a sale today. That's seduction, right? If you've got the slot machine going on, if you have the seduction of money, if you have the dancer up there, everybody will see that. It stands out and it draws. So actually,
they're drawn to the entertainment factor.
Exactly. Right. Or something that's interesting or appealing. Something that's unique and unusual about this environment that is not. It's not even interruption. The dancer's over there. The slot machines are over there. Okay.
Right.
The money that's at the blackjack table is over here, and the cashier's way over there.
Right.
There's too many interruptions to have interruption marketing. This is seduction. You know, and it's just like at a restaurant or any place that does business well, whether it's Starbucks or McDonald's or anybody. Seduction is a huge piece. Now, all that said, why are we talking about seduction?
Because it's the raid for the Black Triad.
Okay, cool.
And not just individual seduction, but the fact that today's marketplace is tribal. That people are gathered together in tribes around their passions. And people think that just kind of happens organically, but it's not. There's a tribal leader who is seducing and drawing them in. It could be a tribe of a few hundred. It could be a tribe of a few 100,000. It could be like Apple, who has created this massive tribe of people who think this is the end-all, the deal.
No, actually, it's this is the end-all of the deal.
Well, that's actually more functional than this for business, but that's a whole nother subject.
Story, right.
So
the idea is that the raid, the seduction, is really what I want to be doing. And if we teach people how to do seduction marketing, which is tribal seduction, then essentially we can stamp out all the other unnecessary forms of marketing. And it actually becomes a lot more fun to do business and a lot more profitable.
And the good thing is we don't have to do it. We just have to empower the tribe to be able to chase Frankenstein out of the village. And the mob will do it because that's the new media marketplace.
Tribal seduction might be the answer.
I think so. Bye-bye, Black Triad. Bye-bye.